Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today's reaction is going to be on Katarina, the Sinister Blade. We're going to be reacting to her story, her biography, and then her voice lines and any cinematics that she may be in. I don't know too much about Katarina. Again, I am going through all of the League of Legends characters and learning about their stories. Now, we do have a little bit of TFT and like Legends of Runeterra stuff background, but we don't actually play League of Legends ourselves. So this is like a really deep dive into some of the characters of League of Legends and just learning all about their lore. So I hope you enjoy. All right, and as usual, we're going to start off with Katarina's biography, and then we're going to move on to her story right after. Katarina, the Sinister Blade, her quote is, "Never question my loyalty, you will never know what I endure for it." Cool, okay. We're kind of getting like her motivations already here in the quote, just alone. Decisive in judgment and lethal in combat, Katarina is a Noxian assassin of the highest caliber. Eldest daughter to the legendary General du Couteau, she made her talents known with swift kills against unsuspecting enemies. Her fiery ambition has driven her to pursue heavily guarded targets, even at the risk of endangering her allies. But no matter the mission, Katarina will not hesitate to execute her duty in a whirlwind of serrated daggers. Of course, the role we have for her is Assassin. Region is Noxus. And related champions, let's see, we have Cassiopeia, Scion, Talon, Garen, and Swain, and Darius. Okay, so she has a lot of related champions here. It seems like, you know, we have a good mix of Noxus and Garen being in there with Demacia is a little interesting. But yeah, it looks like she's mostly related to Noxus. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the biography. Born to one of the most respected noble families of Noxus, Katarina du Couteau found herself elevated above others from an early age, while her younger sister Cassiopeia, took after their politically brilliant mother. Okay, so they're related by blood, actually? So Cassiopeia's younger sister took their politically brilliant mother. Katarina was very much her father's daughter, and the wily General du Couteau pushed her to learn the way of the blade, to cut away the Empire's enemies not with reckless brutality but deadly precision. He was a harsh teacher with many pupils and notoriously difficult to impress. So I can already see from this first paragraph that she, you know, with it saying that she is the father's daughter, her whole life was probably trying to make her father proud, right? That was just her whole goal as a child. I mean, you see it in lots of stories throughout pop culture and stuff, right? So it was that Katarina's childhood, if it can be called such, had little room for kindness or rest. She spent every waking moment honing herself into the ultimate weapon, testing her endurance, her dexterity, her tolerance for pain. She stole poisons from the city's least reputable apothecaries, testing their efficacy in tiny increments upon herself, gradually building her resistance even as she cataloged their effects. She scaled the tallest towers in the dead of night, unseen by anyone. So at an early age, I mean, this is usually how assassins are born, right? They're being taught as childs. Or as children, like they're being taught at a very young age how to do the toughest stuff, and then they just do it the rest of their lives, right? She yearned to do her part for Noxus. She yearned for the opportunity to demonstrate her hidden strengths in service of the Empire and the throne. Okay, so she's very loyal to her country, very, very much so, even as a kid. That's crazy. Her first mark came straight from her father, camped with his warbands on the eve of one of the military's innumerable westward invasions. She was to assassinate a line officer of the opposing army, a low-born wretch by the name of Demetrius. Katarina was livid. She hadn't trained her entire life to have her talents wasted on some dung-heel barely skilled enough to swing a sword. He simply wouldn't do. Instead of her assigned target, Katarina stole into the enemy camp and slit the enemy commander's throat as he slept. Wow. It was a flawless execution. It would bring a swift victory and glorious to Noxus, and it would make her father proud. Yeah, like I said earlier, like that's going to be her ultimate goal, is clearly her country of Noxus and making her father proud. And to a fault, she will probably do these things. And maybe, you know, maybe as she gets older and wiser, maybe she's going to like come to realize, I don't know, maybe she'll start to think of things a little bit differently. But as of now, that's her thoughts. Okay. At dawn, his face daubed with ashes, the vengeful hero Demetrius led a berserk charge into her father's encampment. Dozens of Noxian soldiers were slaughtered, along with General's personal retinue. Katarina's father himself barely escaped with his life. Oh wow, so the person she was supposed to assassinate almost killed her father. He was furious beyond words, refusing even to look his daughter in the eye. She had shamed him and their family name. The greatest assassins do not seek recognition or glory, he reminded her. They do not expect to occupy a place of honor at their master's right hand. Yes, assassins never take glory. That, like, the whole point of an assassin is to not even know who did it, right? Overwhelmed, Katarina struck out into the wilderness alone. She would complete her original mission. Demetrius would pay with his life. Even so, her mind swam. Could she ever forgive herself? How had she been so foolish? She was so distracted she didn't see her attacker until he had nearly taken her eye out. For Katarina's failure, General du Couteau had sent another of his protégés after her. Wait, what? A nameless whelp dragged up from one of the lesser assassins' guilds. But even with blood streaming down her face, the years of rigorous training kicked in and her blades were in his hands in an instant. Wait a minute. So her own father sent another assassin to kill his own daughter? That's kind of insane and traumatizing. 6 hours later, she tossed Demetrius's severed head at her father's feet. She told the general she had considered taking his head instead, but eventually decided, as much as she hated to admit it, that he had done the right thing in ordering her death. She had failed, not just as an assassin or as a daughter, but as a Noxian. No. Katarina, I see what the father was trying to do. He was doing an extreme measure to get his daughter to prove herself as an assassin. But no, you don't ever send somebody to kill your own daughter. That's insane. And she shouldn't see it as a good thing. And failure must have its consequences. She ran her fingers along the raw, deep gash over her left eye and thought of the price others had paid for her arrogance. Okay, so that's where the scar is, and she just has this scar, yeah. She knew she had lost her father's favor and could never regain it. He would raise others in her place simply to spite her. Still, she vowed to redeem herself no matter the cost, to rededicate her talents to the Empire and to become the sinister weapon she always intended to be. Wow. This was a cool story, or biography, I mean. It's pretty short, but we learned a lot. We learned essentially her upbringing, and we learned that she just wants to make her father proud. Now, I don't know if this is still the case. This is just her overall biography. Now, in the story, we might learn something else, or this biography was probably written years and years ago, and there's a lot of stuff that has happened since then. So let's go ahead and continue on. Let's see what Katarina's still doing, or what she's up to. Hopefully the story's not an old one. Maybe it's like something when she's an adult. I don't know. We'll see. All right, the story is called Message on a Blade's Edge. Echoing footfalls, cold stone floors, a shout from behind. Someone's caught sight of me. Doors flash by as I sprint down the wide hall. Stone archway ahead, my way out of the barracks. Suddenly blocked as an entire patrol skids into view. Not good. I turn and dash back the way I came. More soldiers careen towards me. My fingertips itch, but there are too many. I vault through a door, slam it shut, and drop the wooden bar across it. An assassin's blades are but one of her weapons. His voice echoes in my head, cemented there by years of training. Know your mark, know the killing ground. Anything can be a tool to secure the kill. I run through the room, some kind of trophy chamber, well fortified with a side door leading to a back corridor. Behind me, my armor thuds against oak. Iron hinges and strong construction should buy me more than enough time to... My thought is broken by the sound of splintering wood as a massive axe chews its way through the frame. Ahead, the other door swings open and more soldiers pour in. Too many, too well prepared. They knew I was coming. These soldiers were Noxian colors, but bear the sigil of a house in open rebellion against the Triferics. So assured of their strength, they spent time painting rather than preparing. How cute. Okay, so Triferics is referring to Swain and the two other powers leading Noxus, right? Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure. I draw my blades. Those ahead slow their advance, fanning out, weapons at the ready. Behind those storming through the broken door do the same. They circle, taking a trained formation, 6 in front, 7 behind. Won't be easy. Oh, I love that she's not panicking. She's just saying it won't be easy. It's more fun when it's a challenge. Oh, that's pretty badass. His voice intrudes again. Think fast, move faster, plan before you engage, then attack on pure instinct. I let a blade fly. It glances off the chandelier hanging above, breaking the chain and sending it crashing down onto the soldiers behind me. 2 bodies hit the floor as candles bounce and sputter out, casting wild shadows and drawing eyes betrayed by reflex. I spin into the nearest distracted man and slide my dagger into his side. He gurgles as his lungs fill with blood. Whoa, okay. Katarina's really cool. I unsheath my blade from his body with a satisfying squelch and fling it at the second chandelier. It also crashes to the floor, the last sources of light flickering out. Oh, so now it's dark in the room. At the same time, I sidestep the swing of a charging soldier, letting momentum carry him into the 2 rushing behind me, or me from behind. Cries of alarm and confusion echo off the stonework as I struggle in the darkness, suddenly uncertain which silhouette friend and which is foe. I don't have that problem. Adapt where others cannot, lead their intuition astray and their instinct to betray them. I dash forward, low to the ground, scooping up my first blade where it fell. It finds a throat, then an eye, then a kidney, before a shout cuts through the screams. You fools, she's right there. As the remaining soldiers stumble toward me, I close my eyes, sense my second blade where it lies, draw my focus inward, and leap. They cry out in confusion as I disappear from their sight. I land low behind them, snatching up the dagger and spinning, cutting through ankle tendons. Oh no, okay. I am rewarded with screeches of pain and surprise as 3 more fall. That never gets old. I invert the grip on my daggers and jump, plunging them down in an overhead strike into the soldiers of the man who yelled, then kick off him into a backflip. He falls to the ground as I hurl both blades into the faces of 2 others. Holy crap, this is pretty cool. The butt of a spear smashes into my head. I recoil, slightly dazed. With a flourish, the soldier that caught me off balance brings the spearhead to bear and jabs for my heart. I leap again, appearing in midair, my hand wrapping around one blade and wrenching it from the face I left it in. I barely pivot my attack into a parry as an axe swings toward my ribs, the clang of metal ringing in my ears as I stumble back. The titan of a man wielding the weapon hefts it again, and I leap once more to my remaining blade. I pull it back just in time as another soldier swings a morning star at me, and she smashes through her comrade's face. The weapon's points graze my arm, drawing blood. I love that our story for Katarina is just her taking out an entire room of soldiers. I roll back and reset in a crouch. 4 remain standing, scattered before me. Several more are injured but still alive. All of them squint at me in the darkness. Clearly they now know to track my daggers as well as me. Never take a fair fight. The cornered assassin is a dead assassin. My eyes flit between the exits. Then she strides into the room. Through the side door, flanked by her 2 personal guards, each wielding a crossbow. She has a torch in one hand, a sword in the other. An arrogant smirk dances on her lips. Even in the darkness, she oozes confidence and charm. All other eyes immediately fly to her. My mark. Ooh, who is her mark? Is it anybody we know? Well, this is disappointing, she drawls. If all the Triferix has to throw at me is a disgraced assassin, then they must be desperate. Her taunt is undercut by footfalls outside the room. Reinforcements arriving fast. Clearly she underestimated the numbers needed to trap me, but that will be of little consolation if I end up dead. If you've been made, vanish. Never take your mark head on. Never kill in the presence of witnesses. I smile and stare into her eyes. Goodbye, Commander. I throw my blade straight up in the air. Crossbow bolts fly toward it, predicting my leap. The 4 standing soldiers charge. Time seems to slow as the blade spins. 1 rotation, 2. I fling the remaining dagger past the charging soldiers at my target. One of the guards shifts in front of her, and the dagger sticks fast in his breastplate. 3, 4. I leap to my dagger. My momentum forces the point through the man's armor into flesh. I see the white of his eyes, the mixture of shock, pain, and fear. Behind me, I hear the others shout and pivot. Impressively fast, still not fast enough. 5, 6. The commander stumbles back and raises her sword. Reaction dulled by surprise. I pull my dagger free and lunge forward. My free hand finds her hair, my edge her throat. 7 rotations. Thunk. Another crossbow bolt flies through where I had stood a moment earlier, but I am gone. It pierces the mark's chest as I land back at my falling blade, now plunged into the ground. In one hand, I hold a bloody dagger, in the other, the severed head of my mark, her face frozen in surprise. Wow. Holy crap. The writing of this is just really cool to have it written out because you're able to literally visualize this stuff, which that just tells you good writing in my opinion, when you can like fully visualize like an action scene being written out. I don't think that's very easy in my opinion to write, and I think this was written really well. Her body collapses, blood sprays over the stone floor. Her soldiers halt, caught in disbelief and horror. I throw the head down in front of them. Grand General Swain sends his greetings. Oh, okay, so yeah, she's working for Swain then, right, as an assassin in the Triferix. Okay. More soldiers arrive at the doorway. I revel in their gasps and angered cries. Never take your mark head on. Never kill in the presence of witnesses. The voice repeats itself in my head. Somehow it seems quieter than before. I laugh out loud. She just literally lolled. Really? I am no longer your assassin, father. I have outgrown your timid little rules. Oh, I love this. See, this is what I wanted to hear from Katarina, like her going beyond her father and not actually caring what her father, you know what I mean? Like not wanting to prove to her father anything anymore, just this, like doing her own thing. I flick blood off my blades and stare down the soldiers before me. Fear is as powerful a weapon as any dagger. Let them see. Let their rumors spread. I am far more than a mere instrument of death. I am the true will of Noxus. Before me, a soldier lets out a shout and charges. I can't help but smirk as I again raise my blades. Not that I mind the killing. This was a really cool story read. First off, we get to see how crazy good she is as an assassin. And second off, we didn't learn till the very end, but she is like, while she's taking in her, the trainings that she got from her father and the things she learned from her father, at the same time, she's grown beyond them. She's like, no, I don't care what you say, father. The right here where it says never kill in the presence of witnesses. No, yeah. Like, she's like, no, I want them to see me kill them. I want them to fear me. I want people to know that I, Katarina, am an assassin of Noxus. And if if you dare come against the Triferix or whatever, right? Like, I'm going to come kill you. So I think, I have nothing more to say other than Katarina is awesome. Now, I guess awesome in the sense like of her skills. I still don't know necessarily if Swain is like a good guy, a bad guy, both or something. And like she's working clearly for Noxus and Swain. And, Noxus also, I'm not sure if they're really good guys or bad guys. They're kind of like bad guys in my opinion, sort of, but from what I know. But you know what I mean? Like just her character. She's her own thing. She does care about her country, and she cares about Swain, I guess, or she works for Swain. So she cares about her country very much, clearly. Yeah, just let me know your guys' thoughts so far on the story and biography for Katarina. I thought these were great reads. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's see if she's in any cinematics. Now, I know her character's a little bit older. I think just from like what I've done Google-wise, she's at least like 10 years old. She's been around in League of Legends for a while. I know there's also a comic that we can get to that's actually pretty recent. I believe it's supposed to be like the pre-read before Mage Seeker. The Mage Seeker game that just came out. We'll see if we do the comic. I do just want to react to the rest of Katarina's stuff. Let's do her voice lines. Let's do any cinematics she's in, and like her champion theme and her skins and her wiki and stuff like that. All right, guys, so stick around for all of that. All right, to start off, we're going to look at Katarina's gameplay update. We're not going to watch the one that's like 10 or 12 years old because, you know, that's obviously going to be different and it's like kind of old League of Legends. So we're going to watch this one. This one's 6 years ago, I guess. So this is also still pretty old. So again, they do make changes to the characters quite a bit. So we don't know what's been changed to her since then. But let's go ahead and watch this little 2-minute video on Katarina's update breakdown. I just want to get a sense of her abilities.
How to spin to win, but she's added more
spin to win.
The Shunpo shenanigans. The Sinister Blade has always been a feast or famine champion. When she goes in, she either gets a pentakill or fails and gets blown up. Her update is all about giving her more ways to stay mobile so she can...
Okay, hold on. So I'm already seeing something from the story that we're seeing in her gameplay. So I see that she like leaves her blade on the ground somewhere and she can teleport to it. That's really cool. I didn't know that was going to actually be a gameplay mechanic.
Pack fights without risking everything. Let's jump into the changes.
Okay. Hopefully they tell us her original abilities too.
Katarina's Q, Bouncing Blade, now leaves a dagger on the ground near her first target. Picking up
near her
daggers
first
deals
target.
damage in a small area.
Okay.
Now let's add in Katarina's new W, Preparation. When cast, Katarina gains a burst of movement speed and throws a dagger into the air. A couple moments later, the dagger lands in the spot where she originally cast it.
Interesting.
Things start to get interesting when combined with Shunpo. Shunpo can now be cast in an area around your target, allowing Kat to decide where she wants to appear at the end of her jump.
It's just a straight teleport,
in addition to allies and enemies, she can now Shunpo to daggers. Doing so refunds a significant portion of Shunpo's cooldown, opening a quick entrance or exit from any fight.
Whoa. She moves around crazy. Hold on, let's see that again. So she
Shunpo to daggers.
She goes back here. Okay, so she does her Q, right? Or she does a, yeah. And then her dagger falls over here.
Portion of
teleports to it.
Shunpo's cooldown.
And then teleports back to the blade that she just left.
Opening a quick entrance or exit from any fight.
That's really cool. Okay. So lots of teleporting going on with Katarina. Now, I don't know if, hopefully these abilities are still the same, but.
Katarina isn't as bursty as other champions in the preseason's class update. She's best at finishing fights, not starting them.
That's that
CC
finishing.
Still shuts her down hard.
Coming in late.
Just because the bad guys are grouped up doesn't mean you have to go in.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, right there. CC probably is really bad against her because like her whole point is to be moving around like crazy. So
with her update, Katarina's got more ways to contribute to a skirmish without putting her life on the line. Poke with bouncing blades and fake out your enemies with Shunpo to bait out key cooldowns and set up a successful fight.
Right, you could like fake out with the blades, right?
Katarina's patience and positioning pay off to get the reset.
That's cool. Wow. Look at all that movement, man. That's really cool.
The preseason assassin update, check out the full list of changes.
All right, so we didn't
tomorrow with a closer look at the talent update.
We didn't get her full like breakdown on her abilities, but we have a Wild Rift video of Katarina right after this one. So let's just go ahead and take a look. But just to talk about this one a little bit, I love her movement. Like she's a super fast character. She feels like an assassin to me compared to like some of the other characters that are like their role is assassin. She very much feels like an assassin with all the teleporting and movement capabilities she has. Let's go ahead and take a look at her Wild Rift video though. All right, here's the Wild Rift one. Take a look at this.
Only fools hesitate.
So we're gonna see all of her abilities, I believe, and this is 2 years ago, so this means all of her abilities, like these are gonna be her abilities, right? Unless it's changed within the last 2 years, but.
Keep friends close.
Okay, so I'm blocking it, but her passive is Veracity, Retrieve Dagger and Slash in Circle.
And enemies guessing.
Okay. Right, just pick up a dagger. So her Bouncing Blade, hit multiple targets with a dagger, right? We saw this. Okay. And then preparation is toss dagger up, gain movement speed, right? So it's called preparation. And Shunpo, blink to dagger or target, deal damage. Cool. And then her ult is the Death Lotus. Okay, throw, yeah, where she throws, yeah. I've seen that in TFT, for example. Okay, move slowly while throwing. Takedowns reduce cooldowns. That's another passive of hers. Very fast gameplay from her, I imagine. You have to be very quick with your reaction speed with this character, I imagine. You got to be able to actually see what's going on as well whenever there's all this chaos. Cool.
Let's dance.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, we're getting a sneak preview of a Wild Rift skin. That looks really cool, actually. I like the colors here. Anyways, yeah, so let's just roll it back a little bit. I think she's overall she seems like a pretty solid character. Like they said in the previous video, though, she seems more like not somebody to engage in fights. She seems like she's more like coming in with a group effort, or like, you know, kind of like ganking somebody that's like half HP or something, running away or something. Since she seems like she has a lot of movement speed and she can like also run, but obviously like her weakness would be CCs. I would say most characters' weaknesses are always CCs, but with her mobility being, at least to me, seeming like one of her core aspects of her character, CCs are probably like mostly so her weakness, right? So she seems like a fun character. I don't think I'd be very good with her. Watch, you guys are going to go ahead and tell me that she's like an actual easy character to use. For me, I guess maybe she would be after I played with her a little bit, but off the bat, she seems a little bit like I'd have to learn her movements. You know what I mean? I'd have to learn how to use her daggers efficiently and how to move like around and teleport properly with her character. And of course, any of these characters you can learn with time, but you know, like off the bat, she doesn't seem too easy. She does seem fun to play though. If there's any Katarina players in the comments, let me know in the comments. Let me know, you know, if you've been playing Katarina for years, if she's your favorite character, things like that. I'm curious to know. Also, yeah, where is she in meta? Is she pretty good right now? Is she always like a constant good pick for pro players, or what's the deal with Katarina? All right, guys, let's keep going on with the reaction. All right, next up we have Katarina's skins. Now, of course, her being one of the older characters, she has tons of skins. I'm going to try to narrow this down to my top 3, but I'm not even going to, that looks like 15 skins. There's so many. Okay, so let's just go ahead and start looking at all the skins here. We got the original first off. Think it's a fine skin, but I feel like it's just going to get better as we go on, right? So let's move on. We have Mercenary. So it looks like it's just like a different color palette, and her hair isn't red. It's white. So, I mean, it's okay. I don't know if the spikes in her boots are new. That's probably new as well. We have red cards. So we got a FIFA freaking Katarina skin. This is kind of interesting. You know what? I've been watching Ted Lasso a lot lately, so I'm going to say I do enjoy this one, but there's going to be much better. I already know. Let's keep going on. Okay, we have Bilgewater version of Katarina. That just makes sense. She kind of looks like this straight up. She looks like she's part of, you know, Miss Fortune's crew or something, honestly. I do like the pirate aesthetic. So let's go ahead and put this one in the top 3 for now, along with the original, but this is totally going to change. Oh, and of course, I am curious what you guys think of her skins. There's a ton already, obviously. But by the end of this, I want to know your guys' top 3 Katarina skins, or just let me know your favorite, yeah? Okay, we have Kitty Cat Katarina. Okay, Katarina has everything so far. We got Referee Katarina, Pirate Katarina, and now we have a Kitty Cat version of Katarina. I'm not surprised. You know, I am a cat person, but I'm good on this one. It's not my fave. I just know there's going to be better. You know what I mean? Okay, we have High Command Katarina. This is kind of like a mixture of... I would say this is like, you know, if Katarina were a general of Noxus or something, right? I do like the armor. I like the not the greaves. What are they called? The leg plates or the leg armor piece? I'm not exactly sure. I do like that, though. They're not even like daggers anymore. They're like pretty cool swords here. What are these swords called that have this little like hook on the front here? Anyways, I do actually like this one. Let's put this in the top 3. So we have High Command, the Bilgewater one, and the original right now. But it's definitely going to change. Sandstorm, they're doing every theme for Katarina, clearly. So we have Sandstorm Katarina. It's cool. I like the visual style and everything, but it's not my fave. Let's move on. Now we have Sleigh Bell. Okay, this one's kind of funny. This is like a cool take on just a Christmas skin. This one's kind of cool. Let's put this one in over the pirate one, actually. Or the, no. Put it in over the High Command one. Let's do that. I like this one. Sleigh Bell's cool. I enjoy that one. I'm a Christmas fan, of course. All right, Warring Kingdoms. Ooh, again, going with another theme here. Let's see. It says, in open defiance of her clan, Katarina has left behind the life of a princess to hunt the greatest heroes of the Warring Kingdoms. Yeah. Okay, this one's actually, you're starting to see the skin get a little bit more modernized, I would say, with this one. Compared to the other ones, they do kind of seem like the older style of League of Legends. Let's put this one in over the Bilgewater. I'm keeping the original skin in because I do tend to enjoy the original skins for these characters, but let's keep going. Okay, yeah, we're definitely more to the modern style skins here, right? So Project skin, I'm going to put this in my top 3. I think she looks super cool with the whole cybernetic look. I think it works a lot better with Katarina than some of the other characters. And again, I've mentioned before, I do like the cyberpunkish kind of like style. That's just, I don't know, I like that kind of look. And her blades being this like bright pink is pretty cool. Let's put that in over the, so what do we have right now? Oh, geez, I'm going to lose count here. So I have Warring Kingdoms, Sleigh Bell, and yeah, the original might be out. I'm going to do these last 3. See, you know what I mean? I just picked the last 3 skins we looked at. It's going to change again. Okay, this is the one that we saw in the Wild Rift video. It's called Deathsworn. To fully swear oneself to death's service, a mortal must be prepared to sacrifice the living. Deathsworn looks really cool. Her blades, oh, like she's got like spectral arms and stuff here, and her hair is like really cool, and the blades are really cool. Sleigh Bell is out. We're gonna keep going with the last 3 being my top favorites right now. Okay, we have Battle Academia Katarina. I think I've seen Battle Academia Katarina in TFT perhaps. So she's like a teacher, yeah. Katarina is a rough-edged loner who stays far away from politics of Durandal Academy. Oh no, she's a student with a chip on her shoulder. She is also a top member of the Assassin Club. Okay, this one's replacing Warring Kingdom. I'm just gonna keep replacing them as we go. This is gonna be so bad. One of these, okay. I was gonna say one of these isn't gonna be as good, right? Blood Moon is cool. I like the samurai, what is it called? Kind of aesthetic here. That's going to replace, oh geez. Okay, you know what? Blood Moon's not going to replace anything just yet. I think we're just going to look at the last ones, and we're going to have to decide here. All right, we have Battle Queen. Katarina won the Schemian crest with a ruthless performance in her kingdom's battle pits. This one's not going to replace. I know what they're going with here. It's like kind of like nobility kind of look with this one. Oh, I do like her hair. The blades are interesting as well. Let's keep moving on. Let's just take a look at all of them. I can't choose. Now, see, I usually don't like the High Noon skins, but they made her look kind of cool here. Like her orange, red, fiery hair here is really cool. I like the orange hair. Basically orange hair anyways. It's pretty cool. But I don't think it's my favorite, actually. High Noon's not going to make it. We have Fairy Court. Now, I know the Fairy Court stuff is new, right? Yeah, this is literally March 23. Wait. Is this all? Oh, yeah. I didn't even notice that it has the release date of the skins in the bottom right here. So this is a brand new one. Fairy Court. This is March 23rd, 2023. Wow, very recent. I like it. I actually really like it. When I used to play Magic the Gathering, I used to play Commander. I did have a fairy deck. It was just like a fun fairy deck that I would use for Commander. And so I kind of like that theme. So I'm going to put that one in. I don't know. Prestige Fairy Court. Okay, there's 2 of them. Oh, no. Okay, hold on. Guys, this is going to be the hardest top 3 skins I've ever had to do. Why does Katarina have to have so many freaking good skins? Yeah, again, all of the older ones tend to like not be my faves. Let me see if they have like in-game ones. Yeah, they don't really have like in-game ones for them. The Warring Kingdom one does. All right, yeah, it's going to come down to I have to see what they look like in-game. Project doesn't have one. I think it has to come out. Deathsworn is actually one of my faves. I think because it's like she's wearing super dark clothing here. And then it's like the brightness of the light blue and her blade. It's unique. It's unique compared to all the others, right? The others are like a theme. They make sense. This one's different and unique, I think, compared to them. Okay, so Deathsworn, going to be in my top 3. I'm going to choose only one of the fairy ones. And I think it's going to have to be the Prestige Fairy Court. I'm really digging the purple aesthetic here. And the blade. Look at the blade. It looks so cool. Okay, so then we got one more pick here, guys. It's going to be Blood Moon. As much as I do enjoy the Battle Queen and the Battle Academia, they're both good. They're both great. Blood Moon. Did I just choose all of them with white hair? No. Okay, the Deathsworn has blue hair. We didn't choose a single one with her red hair, but that's fine. A lot of them don't even have her red hair. All right, guys, let me know what your thoughts are on Katarina's skins. Let me know what your favorite skin is, if you can even decide what your favorite skin is. I don't know how you guys decide when these characters have so many skins like this. I don't know if you guys have... I'm assuming League of Legends has like a button to have like a random skin equipped. You know what I mean? Like, so if you were a Katarina main and you could just have like the option of having a random skin just be equipped or something. I don't know if that's an option, but let me know. But let me know what you guys think of my top 3 skins. So we chose Deathsworn, we chose the Prestige Fairy Court, which I enjoy, and then the Blood Moon one, which is very cool as well. Okay, and then we do have a little bit of her character trivia here at the bottom. So it says Katarina's name comes from the Greek Akaterine. Du Couteau, her family name is French for of the knife. She shared her namesake with Caitlin and Kaisa, and she may have been inspired by Katarina from The Taming of the Shrew by William Shakespeare. Interesting. The Taming of the Shrew. I've never heard of that one by Shakespeare. Shunpo, or pronounced Shumpo, comes from Sino-Japanese blink step. Oh, okay, interesting. So her father's family name is French. Her name possibly comes from the Greek language, and then her ability is a Japanese language or Japanese word. Very interesting. A framed portrait of Katarina can be seen in the game's Mac version trailer. Oh, that's funny. Katarina Cassiopeia is one of the 7 pairs of sibling champions. It's very interesting that they're sisters. We didn't get too much more into that, and I don't know very much about Cassiopeia at all. I just know she's Snake Lady. But yeah, we'll learn more about Cassiopeia at some point. Okay, Katarina's dance refers to Napoleon Dynamite via one of its portions. Wait, what? Really? Man, I actually saw recently Napoleon Dynamite is like 10 plus years old now. So that's aged me. She used to share this dance with Master Yi, whose old dance references the other portions until he got reworked. So that's just their dance. Okay, that's fine. Veracity's old icon was directly edited from her second original splash art. Not sure what that means. Katarina is one of few champions to feature 2 champion spotlights due to significant gameplay changes. The others being Ezreal, Karma, Lee Sin, and Sivir. Yeah, we just watched the newer champion spotlight instead of the old one because I thought there's kind of no point. But the Wild Rift thing kind of showed us her overall abilities, right? Katarina is one of the first champions to have one skin for each of the 3 big annual events of the year, the Lunar Revel, the Harrowing, and Snowdown Showdown. She and Nidalee received their Warring Kingdoms as the skin that gave them this distinction in 2015. Okay. The other one is Jinx when she received the Ambitious Elf Jinx in 2017. Oh, I imagine Jinx has a million skins, by the way. Annie almost became another champion that fulfilled the criteria after Panda Annie was released in 2013. Okay, we don't need to know any of that stuff. It's not Katarina related. A functional real-life replica of Katarina's daggers was crafted in an episode of YouTube series Man-at-Arms Reforged. Oh, that's really cool. And then they show a link to it. There are also videos where the following are crafted. Oh, that'd be really cool to check those out. Man-at-Arms making League of Legends like swords and stuff like that. That'd be really cool, actually. Maybe we'll watch one of those sometime. All right, guys, let's go ahead and move on to her character fandom and see what else we might learn about her character in there. All right, starting off with her background, early life. It says Katarina was born the eldest daughter of Marcus du Couteau, often won the attention of their mother. Katarina was raised under the tutelage and guidance of her father to become one of the most precise assassins in all of Noxus. General du Couteau was a strict teacher who was difficult to impress, and after years of training, Katarina hoped to win her father's approval and the approval of the Empire by performing exceedingly complex missions, even testing different poisons on herself to test her own resistance to them. One day, Katarina was tasked with assassinating an enemy line officer known as Demetrius, but seeing the task as a waste of her talents, Katarina disobeyed orders and instead assassinated the enemy commander. Now, is Demetrius still around, or what's going on with that? However, this proved to be a terrible error of judgment as Demetrius took charge of the enemy forces and killed dozens of Noxian soldiers, nearly costing the general his life. Furious with his daughter's disobedience, Marcus sent his adoptive son and protege, the assassin known as Talon. Oh, Talon was sent to kill Katarina, and he's the one that gives her the scar. But what's the deal there? Why didn't he... Was she just like skilled enough to evade his killing strike or something? Or what's the deal with that? Did they maybe have like a conversation that we didn't hear about? Let's see. It says their battle was brief and Katarina left the encounter with her life intact. Okay, she just was able to avoid it, but with a new scar over her left eye. 6 hours later, Katarina killed Demetrius as a recognition of her own oh, right. She killed Demetrius. I forgot. With her scar as a permanent reminder of it. Humbled by the consequences, Katarina realized she had lost her father's favor, but hoped to someday redeem herself in both his eyes and the Empire by putting her talents to good use. Well, she definitely has, right? Contemporary history. Following a coup, Grand General Boram Darkwill was publicly executed by the demonic magic of Swain, who seized power and established the Triferix in Darkwill's place. Okay. 4 years later, Katarina's father mysteriously went missing, and Katarina assumed he had been killed. Oh. Still, as a supporter of the new regime, Katarina made certain to make her skills known to Swain, and in time rose to a position as one of his most loyal and deadly assassins. She spent the next few years eliminating Swain's political rivals, cutting down rogue warbands, and silencing those who still believed in Darkwill's reign. This, Katarina believed, was to ensure a brighter future for Noxus without tyrants or prejudice, where all people in the Empire would be given the chance to thrive. Now, okay, Swain, that's kind of not, you know what I mean? You can't just be the leader of Noxus and then have an assassin kill anybody that's like not wanting you not to rule. That's kind of cheating, I feel like. Anyways, recent events. Katarina was assigned a covert mission to the great city of Demacia, where she was to assassinate Luxana Crownguard and King Jarvan III during the chaos of Silas's Mage Rebellion. Okay, so this is what it has to do with like the Mage Seeker stuff, I assume. Before setting out, she was shocked to discover that her father, Marcus Ducuto, had in fact faked his own death on Swain's orders. Oh, mistrustful of Swain, Marcus advised Katarina that the Grand General had betrayed them both and had intended for her to die. Still, Katarina decided to follow through on her mission anyway, as succeeding in an impossible mission would ensure her family's safety from Swain's regime. Oh, wow. Okay. Upon finding Lux, who Swain had deemed a threat to Noxus, Katarina decided against killing her, as she sympathized with the rejection the young mage felt from her family and realized Lux did not agree with the corrupt Demacian hierarchy. Oh, that's very cool that like Katarina was able to see herself in Lux and that they had like kind of a lot in common and were sort of in the same situation, like of not getting approval from their family and stuff. That's very cool. Nonetheless, she judged Jarvan III to be both a tyrant and a traitor to his people, as he oppressed mages just because they had the strength to overthrow him. After sneaking into his safe room, Katarina killed the king and escaped undetected by surviving the Demacian guards, who then pinned an assassination on Silas and his rebellion. Wait, we have confirmation? Is this new? I thought we weren't sure who killed Jarvan III. I thought it was like suggested in the LeBlanc story or reaction that LeBlanc was like part of it or had possibly been a part of that assassination of Jarvan III, or there was some other theory. I didn't know that it was confirmed that Katarina had killed Jarvan III, so it was Katarina. That's crazy. After killing King, Katarina proceeded to escape from Demacia. She climbed to the highest tower of the castle and saw that the only way out was the great gates of the city, which were closing due to Silas's attack. Okay, so during like Katarina was in Demacia during Silas's attack. Interesting. That might be new stuff here. I don't know. Yeah, it says recent events. I mean, I don't know how often this gets updated, but okay, very interesting. Appearance. Katarina is portrayed as a beauty, slender woman with an athletic and voluptuous physique. She has peach skin, full red lips, and things that stand out the most about her appearance are her long, dark, cherry-colored hair and her piercing emerald green eyes with a scar on her right eye. She usually wears a rather revealing assassin uniform made of black and gray leather, which reveals her abdomen with several dark blue Noxian tattoos. She wears leather-heeled boots and a small leather jacket. Yeah, so listen, Katarina, when she was made about 10 or 12 years ago or whenever, you know, Katarina came out, she clearly was definitely made to be like a very revealing kind of assassin character, kind of generic probably at first, but she's obviously evolved, and League of Legends totally evolved into this bigger thing where now like hopefully that's not a thing, and like in gaming I know like it's still kind of a thing to make like people wearing the most ridiculous stuff when they should just be wearing like practical clothing, stuff like that. Obviously it's still a thing, but I think with the skins they've made it a little bit better. I don't know, you guys tell me. Like the ones that I chose, like the skins that I chose, the Deathsworn, and I think maybe the fairy one is a little bit, but like she's a fairy I guess, so I don't know, maybe it's a little different. And then the Blood Moon one, I didn't think they were too revealing, but yeah, you know, you guys get what I mean when it comes to like characters that get made in video games and stuff. So So we got the personality here. As heir to a house of assassins, Katarina had pursued her father's approval for many years, but always remained short of his standards. Having lost the respect of her parents, Katarina developed her own ideals as a Noxian. Rather than chase legacies, she would use her skills to make a Noxus that she believes in. She is a firm believer in individual merit and recognizes the benefit of having allies, especially those of different skill sets. Therefore, she finds mutual appreciation under the Triferics. As an assassin, Katarina is an agile fighter, can quickly plan her strategies, and she has a keen eye for the subtlest of clues. Behind these instincts, her personal code of conduct dictates how she would kill targets based on how honorable she regards them. Also shows a somewhat flirtatious personality with Garen. Interesting. There's some sort of flirtatious personality with Garen. We don't know anything about her relationship with Garen. We'll see it in the relationship section coming up. All right, abilities. Only 4 abilities here. Clearly doesn't have magic, but it says Agile Combat Mastery. Katarina is both agile and quick, capable of performing acrobatic maneuvers in the midst of battle and proving difficult to seize when the fight seems over. Stealth Mastery. As an assassin, Katarina is trained to infiltrate heavy security in order to approach her target. Her stealth is comprised of part silence and part elusiveness. Knife Mastery. Katarina's ambidexterity makes excellent use of twin daggers. Blade Bond. Katarina's blood bond with her blades, wait, what? Allows her to retrieve them telekinetically or reappear next to them at a blink of an eye. So that's the connection with like her blades. She has a blood bond with her blades. Interesting. Weapons. So it says infused daggers. Katarina possesses twin daggers infused with her blood by a hemomancy ritual. Dran gifted these blades to replace the daggers of Du Couteau. So she has new blades that she had some of her father's or something, or of her family's, but they were these new ones were gifted to her. Katarina inherited twin daggers for her assassin profession. One shattered during her assignment in Demacia, and she gave the other to Talon. Oh, so Talon has one of her blades. I wonder if he still uses that. All right, relations. Oh, it's just a tiny little section here. Has it been like erased or something? I feel like there was more and it was just put in with voice lines here. Oh, you can actually hear them. I don't want to hear these. I would like to listen to these in a full video, but it says it is hinted that Katarina and Garen have feelings for each other. Aww. That's kind of cool, I guess, but it's kind of interesting because I guess I don't fully know Garen. We haven't reacted to him yet, but he seems like a goody two-shoe Demacia lover. Is this one of those stories where like, and Katarina's like she's an assassin that kills people and a Noxus lover. So they're like the opposites of each other. And so it's like they kind of, it's that whole thing of like opposites attracting sort of deal. That's interesting. Okay. We'll have to see. Maybe we'll learn more about this. Then there are those who imply it to the point of confirmation. I guess we could read it. Their special interactions in Legend of Runeterra suggest that at some point the two are in a romantic relationship, which they try to keep secret. So it says, Lux says, Kat and Garen sitting in a tree, and you better just be holding hands or I'm telling. You know what? No. I'm not going to read these because I would rather listen to these and react to them in the voice line videos. So let's go ahead and get to those later. Anyways, let's see. What other stories are there? Yeah, we do have the Katarina comic books. I think we're going to do a separate video for the comics. You guys let me know in the comments if I should do like a separate video just individually of each. It looks like there's 10, I'm assuming. So I see 1 and 10. Should I just do like a video of Katarina's comics? Because I actually want to read them. After reading her story and biography, I think she's pretty interesting. And there's more to her than I thought, to be honest. I didn't know what her story would be, right? But I think her story is pretty cool. And I enjoy her character. So if I want to do a video on her comics, would you guys just want to see a video where I'm like sitting there reading the comics? I'm sure they're only like 5 to 10 minutes long each, probably not very long. And you guys want to just see me read it and like see my reaction to them? Or would you guys rather have like a little, there's like some YouTube videos out there where there's somebody that like shows the images and reads the full comics out to you guys, and you guys are just like able to visually hear a comic book. You know what I mean? Instead of like you having to read it yourself, you could just like pull up a YouTube video and then you kind of just listen to it and things like that. I don't know. I kind of want to do either or. I could just sit here and read the comic books like I'm normally reading these reactions and doing these reactions. Or I could do like a more different style where I'm kind of just reading the comic to you guys. You won't actually see me, but just like a video on the comics themselves. Let me know in the comments, guys. I'm curious. Yeah. Okay, it looks like there's 10. I definitely think I want to read them even without doing a video on them necessarily. They seem like they are probably like 5 or 10 minutes long, and yeah, it looks like there's a decent amount of characters mentioned in them. Yeah, pretty cool. All right, let's check out the trivia down here. Oh, look, there's alternate universes, mentioned champion, outdated lore. So the outdated lore I'd have to show, but I don't want that. Katarina trivia, though. It's very small. Katarina is at least in her mid to late 20s. Oh, wow. She's only mid to late 20s. Having been present during the Ionian War, there's nothing to suggest Katarina is a mage or has any innate magical power. However, the nature of her blades is unclear. The Katarina comic revealed they do have a magical nature. They have been infused with blood in a hemomancy ritual. Okay, so this was put in probably a long time ago. Basically, she has no magic. But then the comic, yeah, so this has been updated. The comic revealed that there's a blood bond with her blades, so that's interesting. As suggested by Swain and Urgot, Katarina, why Urgot? Katarina knows that, well, I guess he was in Noxus before. Katarina knows the truth about the disappearance of her father, who was killed by Swain after his attempted assassination. And then this was confirmed in the Katarina comic. Okay, we need to read the Katarina comic, clearly. Yeah, and the Katarina comic just came out, like, not that long ago, right, guys? All right, we have to read the comic. Let me know if I should do a video on them. Let me know what style of video you'd want to see for the Katarina comics. I'm very interested in learning about her character more. She, surprisingly, slowly has become a favorite of mine so far. I think she's pretty cool, honestly. She's really cool. All right, so I found out that I don't really think there is a champion theme for Katarina, unfortunately. She is an older character, so I have found, you know, some of the older characters kind of don't really have one. Like, for example, Yasuo, I think his champion theme, he actually had one, but it was like a minute and a half. So the older characters not really having a champion theme does kind of stink. But we do have some sort of videos for, and also she didn't have a Legends of Runeterra like little cinematic or trailer either, which was a little odd to me because I feel like most of the characters have so far. She didn't have one, but we did see that she has some card interactions. So we're gonna have to go through the skin spotlight video. She's like littered throughout it, so we're gonna do a little bit of editing and just watch and listen to the ones where she's actually in it. And then, of course, we're going to listen to her actual voice lines in League of Legends. Hopefully that's got a good chunk. I haven't looked yet if she has a lot or not. But yeah, so we are missing a little bit of stuff with Katarina. But like I said, we do have her comic that just came out like maybe a month or so ago that we will probably check out in another video. All right, so we're going to scour through this little skin spotlight video because they didn't do it like by character or anything. We're going to scatter through it and just find all the Katarina lines, all right? So let's start off. It looks like she's right at the beginning.
I will slay you where you stand. Dinner tonight.
You shall
Oh.
fall on your folly. Meet me at the South Docks after dark.
Oh my goodness. That's kind of adorable. I'm not going to lie. Although I don't know if I like Garen. Maybe like I feel like the little bit I know about Garen, I've just made fun of him. But all right, let's find out if there's another Katarina part here at the beginning. Okay, here we go.
Kill more of them.
Oh, it's on.
Okay. Just a little rivalry between Katarina and Draven.
Must be Garen.
And I have never seen you before.
Oh my goodness. No, that's gotta stop.
I do not approve.
I do not care.
Wait, Tiana Crownguard. Is that Garen's mother?
How can Brom help?
A distraction never hurt.
When going is tough, call on Brom.
Loud and proud, Braum.
Braum seems happy.
Come, Darius. Fight for me.
I fight for Noxus,
Mm.
not you.
Cool. Okay.
We'll dance through the enemy and see what's left.
Oh, that's
A
kind of
wall-
cool. They're like working together a little bit.
Of swords and daggers.
Oh,
They don't stand a chance.
they're talking about because they both have like a dance that they do. Yeah, like that's like part of their abilities.
The best
It's cool.
job.
Finally, a chance to shut you up.
Follow the wind, but watch your back.
Yasuo?
Wise words for a dead man.
Whoa.
You're already dead, Tryndamere.
Uh-huh.
You know my name, not my reputation.
He's mine.
First, you must find me.
Ooh, I like Zed's voice.
Killed hundreds like you.
There is no one like me.
Oh, okay, Zed being a badass. That's kind of cool.
By my honor, you must die. Your honor's killing someone today. Guns are a coward's weapon.
Whoa.
Said the assassin.
You reign over a barren wasteland.
Our lands may be hard, but so are we.
Wait, Ash, hold on. Wait. Okay, I see what she's saying there, but all right, that wasn't the best comeback, Ash, but that's fine. All right, looks like we did find more.
It's Draven time.
It's
There's no
Draven
accounting
time.
for taste.
Oh God.
No one's the wiser.
Stealth over strength.
Cool. Yeah.
You name it, I'll nick it.
Just try it.
Gentlemen, ladies, the honor is yours.
Pathetic.
This is enemy arrives.
Time for the main event.
They always love the loud ones.
Hmm.
Explosives
This is ally
Take
arriving.
them down, brick by brick.
Cool. Okay. Okay, it looks like that is it for Katarina's voice lines, but I do want to see what her actual card is. So I wasn't even paying attention to it. So she's 3 mana, and this could have changed, by the way, because this video is a little bit older, but I've heard that the cards obviously get updated from time to time. So she has quick attack, and to level her up, so she's a 3/2, and to level her up, she says, "I've struck, then recall me." Interesting. So you have to recall her like you gotta like have her strike and then recall like an assassin. That's kind of a cool ability. So then she'll level up after that. Let's go ahead and see if she has a level up animation though. All right, we found a 10-second little video of her animation or level up animation in Legends of Runeterra. So let's check it out really fast. Ooh, I love the blades. Oh, that was cool. So now she's 4 mana, 4/3, and quick attack still. So she just gets 1 attack and 1 more additional defense. When I'm summoned, rally, and then when she strikes, recall me. So still with the whole assassin aesthetic to her. That's really cool. I really dig when they do that stuff, and you know, like they keep up with that kind of stuff in the gameplay and everything like that. So okay, that's all we have for Legends of Runeterra, Katarina. You know, we got the little bit of voice lines there. Those were pretty good. There might be a lot more in the League of Legends actual voice lines for her. So let's go ahead and check those out. All right, unfortunately, everybody, we did not find a Skin Spotlights voice line video for Katarina. We did find another video from, let me see, Pantheon's Bakery. They've uploaded another video that we did watch, I think actually for LeBlanc or another character, like one of the other older characters that just didn't have a Skin Spotlights voice reaction video or voice interaction video. So we're going to watch this one. I didn't see a Skin Spotlights. Like I said, this one's going to be all Katarina. It's 8 minutes, so it's kind of nice. It's a little bit longer than what we've gotten on some of the champions recently. But let's go ahead and listen to Katarina's voice lines and what champions think about her and she about them. Let's see. Cool. There's her anime or her portrait.
Long have we shadowed your deeds.
Turn and face us now.
Okay, I gotta turn that down a little bit.
And Garen sitting in a tree.
Ooh.
And you better just be holding hands or I'm telling. I knew I shouldn't trust you.
I could have told you that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if she's very trustworthy, but at least she didn't kill you.
Blades and fancy footwork won't save you, Katarina.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I love hearing Mordekaiser talk. Flimsy blades and fancy footwork won't save you. Yeah.
Katarina, today you will bleed for Ionia.
Don't starve your heart, child. Let me deliver you to him.
Let me deliver you to him.
Will be a duet.
Trying to dissect this one. Your finale will be a duet. Why? What is it? I don't understand that one.
Battle is a dance, and the fortunate find their partner.
I like that. That was a cool line, Pantheon.
Where do your loyalties lie? I will bury you next to them.
It lies with Noxus, no?
I hope your father begged when Swain betrayed him.
Whoa.
Do they know who killed your father? Or do they still blame me?
Interesting.
He asked her to do what she could not. To kill me.
Champion Soul Collection Katarina.
Demacia.
Oh?
7002? Oh, I didn't see you standing there.
Garen.
I
Oh,
will slay you where you stand. Dinner tonight.
we did hear this one.
You shall fall on your folly. Meet me at the South Docks after dark.
God, that's so... I want to say it's like kind of cute / adorable / cringe at the same time, though.
You must be Garen.
And I have never seen you before.
Oh, stop.
Well, this is a surprise.
Uh-huh.
Not now.
Though it brings me no joy, I must kiss you, smite you. I must smite you. You know what? Never mind.
I'm assuming this is a weird Garen. He must what? Her?
A god king cannot be tempted.
A god
Not
king.
even a little. Not even right now.
He's being tempted.
Knives are so 32nd century.
Wait. What version of Katarina was that? That was interesting.
No love is impossible. My god demands you follow your desires.
Malawi. Okay.
I like a girl with moxie.
Oh my, he's loud.
No! Obviously she didn't have any. That's the darn point. Humans is such easy prey. A sinister blade? Heck, girl. Scarl's got farts more sinister than you would.
I feel like I've heard that line because we reacted to Kled a while ago, and I remember him mentioning something about farts. But yeah.
What have you learned?
Let's turn it back up.
Fight first, talk later.
Fight first, talk later.
Come, Darius. Fight
Okay.
for me.
I fight for Noxus, not you.
Betcha I kill more of them.
All right, we've heard some of these already, but that's fine.
It's on.
I want to hear them again.
I have the best job.
Finally, a chance to shut you up.
So Draven's a talker, huh?
This is gonna be
Oh, Jinx. Okay.
For one of us, at least.
Yeah, Jinx.
How can Brom help?
A distraction never hurt.
When going is tough, call on Brom.
Loud and proud, Brom.
Okay.
We'll dance.
All right, we're
to
getting the
enemy
Fiora ones again.
and see what's left.
I do like
A
these
waltz of
interactions
swords
between
and
these two.
daggers. They don't stand a chance.
It sounds like they kind of like
By
respect
my
each other.
honor,
I'm
you
not
must
sure.
Die. Your honor's killing someone today.
Hey there, Knives.
Oh, Ezreal?
I will cut out your tongue.
Right.
Let the bloodshed begin.
Oh, Jarvan?
What does he see in you?
Is that Jarvan? What does
Guns are a
Garen see in
coward's
you?
Weapon.
Said the assassin.
You're already dead, Tryndamere.
You know my name, not my reputation.
I don't like Trinimir's voice.
Follow the wind, but watch your back.
Wise words for a dead man.
All right, these are a repeat so
He's
far,
mine.
but hopefully we'll get some new ones.
You must find me.
I've killed hundreds like you.
We do need to get to some
is
Ionians
no
at some
one
point.
like
We haven't
me.
reacted to too many at all.
You reign over a barren
Oh, here's
wasteland.
Ash's bad line.
Our lands may be hard, but so are we.
Okay, Ash. Vladimir.
Business or pleasure?
You'll see soon enough.
I'm a little interested in Vladimir. He seems interesting.
Katarina,
Oh,
I'll cut off that pretty head and pull out all of Project's secrets.
okay. I want to know the project, the Cyberpunk little story project, storyline stuff. I'm interested. I wonder if it's any good.
It's never too late. You
We're-
weren't the only one scarred by this conflict.
Yeah, we're getting voice lines from it,
Your
which is cool.
blades won't save you. Joining us was the right decision. You'll see.
I don't know any of the
Look
story
sharp.
here.
I knew there was hope for you.
Changing sides will not erase your scars.
I can't even tell what characters these are on the right.
You picked the wrong side.
I made
Oh,
no
High Noon
bet
one.
with the outsiders, Miss Couteau. Ain't no debt to collect from me.
Huh.
Katarina, another princess turned
We're getting all the different multiverse lines.
Stick to killing no-name generals, Katarina.
No name generals. Battle Academia.
Wasn't good enough, Katarina? Or you went?
I like that we're getting all of these. This is kind of cool.
You could have been great, Katarina. Such a shame.
Because a lot of these have a lot of different lines, but they're like too long to watch all of them.
Katarina's one of the Academy's top students. Why is she fighting me?
Ezreal, don't be a
have to
baby.
be enemies, Katarina.
Yeah, because he's got a crush,
Katarina,
probably.
You don't have to fight alone.
Yeah, Ezreal has a
Was
crush on
Katarina
any cute
holding
girl.
back? Did she let me win?
My blade
Battle
caught you
Queen.
off guard, Diana? If you can see the future, Diana, you'll flee right now.
Diana is on the list too. We'll get to Diana and
Poor
Leona and them
Diana.
eventually.
Your visions were as weak as your rule.
Ooh, what's the music in the
Gemma.
background?
Weak crest, weak queen.
Weak crest,
Come all the way
weak
down
queen.
from RI to play with us, Jenna? Think you can keep up?
I'm gonna pause. It's kind of crazy to me that we have a lot of voice lines, even for the other like skins and universes in League of Legends. That's insane to me. I kind of want to learn, like, there's probably too much to learn, or maybe there's like quick little videos by like Necrit or another YouTuber of like each of the little individual multiverses. Like, is there one for Battle Academia? I'm sure there's one for there's the Coven. There's all kinds of like the fairy court stuff that's recently. There's got to be all kinds of like lore and stuff for these other multiverses, and the project one too. I mean, because I would kind of love to learn about the multiverses as much as I am learning about all of these characters. I want to be caught up on like all of this stuff, you know what I mean? So I can kind of understand it as well.
Janna, too flighty to be a strong ruler.
Because I'm not able to really recognize what's going on with the Battle Queen stuff
weak,
here.
Kiana, and so are you.
Kiana.
You've waited so long for this, Kiana. Shame it'll be over so quickly. Gonna use my crest against me, Rel?
Rel.
You'd be good in Schema's
We got like
battle
some
pits,
anime
Rel,
music in the background.
As a warm-up. Might have been tough as metal, Rel, but metal cracks.
Metal does crack.
Not today, Caitlin. Not today.
I love that.
Garen.
Oh?
Let's see if you're strong enough to handle a queen.
Ooh, okay.
What a shame, Garen. A queen requires a more worthy consort.
Oh, in this multiverse, Garen's not worthy.
My queendom reigns triumphant. Let the blood flow.
Okay, pentakills.
Not much of a coronation for you. Your Majesty, this coronation, I'll wet my blade on
So the
you.
Battle Queen got a lot of voice lines, huh?
You face me in the coronation. I will disgrace
Yeah, I'd
you.
love to learn about that universe.
I fight alongside my fellow queens, so long as they honor me.
So fellow queens, there's multiple queens? So there are like 5 queens or something? Because I saw the 5 symbols. What is this song? Or kind of... Is this her champion theme in the Battle Queen universe? Is it kind of like a... like an anime style multiverse or something? Anyways, yeah, guys, we didn't get too many new lines in this video, but we did get some, and we got to react to a couple more in here. Of course, you know, with these older characters, it does kind of stink that there's not like a lot more voice lines. I was definitely spoiled with some of the first characters we reacted to. They had tons and tons of voice lines that we could listen to and things like that. So unfortunately, we didn't have too many with Katarina, but I think it was enough. And I think I'm a little bit more excited to probably learn more with the Katarina comic that just came out like a couple months ago. So we'll definitely have to read that and learn more about her character, but we'll do that in a whole nother video. Guys, this was a fun reaction. I went in knowing nothing about Katarina. Again, I always go in blind to these characters unless, you know, the only thing that I'll know about them is if I've used them in TFT, I may like kind of know their move sets a little bit, or I may know like kind of generally what they look like. I knew what Katarina looked like. I knew she had the red hair and the clothing, and you know what I mean? So I didn't know anything other than that. I knew she was an assassin, right? So I didn't know anything about her story. I think I did know that she was from Noxus. Just little tidbits here and there, right? But I didn't know truly, you know, her mindset, her upbringing, her childhood, her father, and things like that, right? So I didn't know Cassiopeia was her sister. Surprisingly, very little about Cassiopeia being her sister, but I guess it almost kind of makes sense. Wait, I just realized there was no voice interactions between her and Cassiopeia. That's got to be wrong. Maybe when we do the Cassiopeia reaction, there will be voice lines between them. That's very odd, right? But it almost does seem like, and there was also no mention of her mother, actually, really. But yeah, I guess, you know, they were very separated. She was like trying to get approval from father, and Cassiopeia was getting it from mother. So maybe we get the other half of the story with Cassiopeia there. I don't know. Very interesting stuff that we didn't get any interactions between the two sisters. Going back to Katarina's, you know, gameplay and stuff like that. Again, she does seem like a fun character to play. She doesn't seem too easy though to learn right off the bat. I feel like there's a lot of movement stuff you'd have to learn with her character. Unfortunately, I did see that there was okay. So we didn't watch any cinematics in this reaction of Katarina. There was I think it was called a New Dawn cinematic. We've already watched that cinematic. It's pretty long. It has Katarina in it, but it's like a 6-minute cinematic that only has a little bit of her in it. And I didn't want to watch like the full thing just to see Katarina, like, you know, it's just like them kind of like fighting in this new arena. I think that cinematic came out, right? You guys will have to tell me, but like that's when League of Legends was kind of like changing and like it had a new look and stuff like that. So I didn't really see the point in watching that cinematic because it wasn't going to add any lore to her character or anything. So I just decided not to. But yeah, we didn't really get to watch any cinematics with this reaction, unfortunately. She hasn't been featured in any of like the season cinematics, right? Like, you guys tell me if I'm wrong, but she's not in the Call or Awaken or Warriors or anything like that, right? So unfortunately, there's no Katarina cinematic in this reaction. But anyways, we did get to see her. She didn't even have a Legends of Runeterra one, which was odd. But we did get to see, you know, most of her voice lines here. Hopefully I didn't miss any. You guys let me know if I did. Her skins were very awesome. I enjoyed a lot of her skins. She had a bunch because she's an older character. I think she had some of the best different skin variations. She had a theme for like everything. She didn't have a Halloween theme, actually. I did notice that. I was kind of surprised. Maybe the kitty cat. I don't think the kitty cat wants a Halloween theme. But anyways, yeah, this was a fun reaction, guys. I had a lot of fun reading Katarina's story and biography. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd really appreciate any feedback or anything that you guys want to tell me that I may have missed about Katarina. Please let me know what I should do regarding the Katarina comics. If you guys want to see me react to those or read them, or what I should do with that. And what kind of video I should do for that. And please leave a like on the video. It does help the algorithm and helps other people see the reactions on YouTube, so they can, you know, come out and enjoy these reactions just as much as you guys do. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you don't already, so you can see all of my new stuff when it comes up on YouTube. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm not sure who we're reacting to next, so please leave a comment letting me know who I should react to next. Have a great day. Bye.